Faire has been amazing for growing brands' wholesale businesses across the world. We have built a six-figure wholesale business in less than 3 years just by using Faire. And Faire has its benefits. It's super easy for customers to use. They can shop from you all year round, 24/7, and they don't have to really have any contact with you. But because of this, it is creating quite a transactional vibe with our wholesale relationships. So with Faire now creating this kind of separation between retailers and their brands, how do you create relationships with them that will last? Hi everyone, I'm Lucy from Candid Founders. We help brands grow on Faire using our Faire account management service. This channel is all about giving you advice to succeed on Faire. And in this video, I'll talk you through how we have built relationships with our retailers that have lasted for years in a very competitive and transactional wholesale environment. The good thing about Faire for the retailers, it's so easy for them to shop around. There isn't a wholesale manager that they're directly talking to that they feel they owe any loyalty to. They're very price elastic because there's so many competitors out there that they can easily review side by side. And therefore they have the choice of hundreds of thousands of brands to just add to their basket and try really easily. So you do have to work harder to keep your retailers around. The good news is though, there is plenty you can do about this. The first natural step that needs to happen is you need to have an awesome product that works for them. If your product is successful in their store and they sell lots of it, they're not going to just jump ship on a good product that makes them money. But of course, price does become a factor here. They need to be making margins that work for them. Make sure you do research in your category so you can get a retailer account on Faire and check out competitor pricing side by side to understand, are you competitive? We actually lowered our wholesale prices because of this reason. We realized we were way too far out on the limb compared to our peers. That being said, there will always be brands that are cheaper or possibly way more expensive than you. When considering the cheaper brands, don't just keep lowering your price until you're the cheapest. Basically, it becomes a race to the bottom, and you don't really want to be a part of that. We're a premium and ethical sock brand, so we are not trying to compete on price all the time. There are going to be much lower quality brands than us that, sure, they have a much cheaper product, but that's not the kind of retailer we're after. If a retailer is only going for price, they're probably not the retailer for us, and also their end consumer is not going to be close enough to our target customer anyway. Customer service is also a major factor here, and it's something that can differentiate you from other brands, so make sure you're giving excellent customer service all the time, and especially when things go wrong. This is where you can really shine and set yourself apart from other brands. And don't forget, you're not just competing with direct competitors, your retailers are now shopping from multiple brands on Faire, so even if the products are different, they will be comparing you on service. Naturally, there will be things that go wrong. It may be that you have things out of your control that go wrong. So to give you an example, over the Christmas period, we had a courier in the UK called Yodel fell over. They stopped taking more orders because they just couldn't handle the demand. We were never actually using Yodel, so we kind of escaped on that one. However, we were using FedEx, DPD and Royal Mail, and we did notice the service really slow down because it kind of clogged up the system. A lot of orders started shifting over to these services, so we were seeing delays. Delays at Christmas are naturally a massive problem for our retailers. We want to get them their stock as fast as possible so they can sell as much before Christmas is over. The good news for our retailers is we have a direct phone line that they can pick up and easily speak to us directly. So when we did have courier delays, they could ring us and speak to us directly, and we'd say, don't worry, we'll handle it. Let's get the tracking, let's speak to the warehouse, let's speak to FedEx directly, whatever was going on. So the thing is, they know it's not directly our problem. We can't affect the postage service, but they want to feel heard and they want to know someone's doing something about it. And actually we want to hear from them during this time. The damaging thing would be is if they said nothing and just left it, because then that leaves a sour taste in their mouth. Are they going to order from us again? We haven't had a chance to prove that we can fix this, so I'd much rather they come to us directly with these issues. And this just means that they're not working with some random sock brand on Faire. They're speaking with Lucy and they're speaking with Andy, or someone else in our team, and they have a direct relationship with us. Humans like to interact with humans. So those are quite reactive options that you should just be doing on the back of servicing your customers, and I think they're fairly obvious. You want a good product and you want customer service. But there are also other options you can do that are more proactive in building that long-lasting relationship with your retailers. I want to add that at this stage, we don't do these with all of our retailers. There's just too many of them. So we actually segment our retailers based on spend. We have some retailers who spend a lot more with us than others, so naturally they do get a different level of service. We do this by segmenting our customer base into 4, and this is A to D segmentation, so our A customers are our best ones. I go into a lot more depth on this method in another video, so I'll make sure to link you on that one if you're interested. And once we have those A selling retailers in front of us, there's a few things we can do to build the loyalty there. We can engage with them individually, either by taking a call or visiting them in person. The purpose of this interaction is not sales, it's to gather feedback from them, interact with them and understand who they are and the kind of customer types they get into their shop, know what they want from us as a brand so we can react to that and actually give them a much better level of service. And a lot of our wholesale proposition has been built out by using this customer feedback, so our retailers feel listened listened to, they feel valued, and we are tailoring our business to our best customers, which ultimately leads to more sales. You can also do something simple like provide specific discounts for them. So you can provide a discount code for a specific brand, name it after that brand, make them feel valued. Something simple, but it does work. Core stock update emails is another one that was actually a retailer request. So again, this is something we've done based on retailer feedback. Our best retailers, one of the most painful things for them is when we are out of stock of particular products, especially if they're best sellers for them. So for them, it's really important to know when we're low stock in a particular item. Obviously, the best case scenario would be we're in stock of everything they need all the time, but that can be very hard for us to achieve, especially with kind of fluctuations in sales throughout the seasons. But what we can do instead is provide them with a stock update. So if there's particular items that are low in stock, they know they can stock up, they're happy, we're happy, we've sold out of another product, and it just builds that relationship even further. Some of our best retailers also engage with us a lot on social media as well by tagging us in photos and sharing things. So naturally, I'll always reshare, tag them back in anything that we, if we go to visit them, we'll share those images. I'll comment on their posts and provide support. And this is another reason to why we always share our collateral with them. So, and this is something all our customers get because it's super easy to do. We send them a Google Drive with all of our marketing assets in. So whether that's the product photography for the website, marketing campaigns, social media campaigns, just anything they need to use, what's ours is theirs, and our retailers love that. Also, it means you're maintaining consistent brand collateral out into the ether as well. So when someone sees you on the internet, even if it's not via you, they're getting the same picture of your brand. We will also work very closely with our best customers to understand what they need in store to help improve our product display. There is a direct correlation between our best retailers, the ones that have the best displays and the biggest displays of our socks, with branding and things that explain what our brand is and why we donate money to charity off the back of each sock. There is a direct correlation between that and more sales. So we want these retailers to be using our displays. Off the back of all this feedback and understanding how much space retailers have in store and where they can display things, the easiest way of displaying socks, we have built a comprehensive and growing range of display stands that they can buy priced from £30 for a small one all the way up to £200 for a floor standing unit, and our best retailers get these for free if they've ordered enough. And they're always super grateful for this if we go to them, especially if we go to them proactively, because usually we've built out this proposition and we go and we speak to a retailer about it, possibly they haven't seen we've got the range yet, and we say, hey, we want to send you one of these for free. And they love that. And it's great for us because we're getting our branding into store. Again, like the sending the marketing collateral Google Drive link, this is about having a consistent brand image all over the world. And as well as point of sale stands, we've got free posters. So we want people to display our brand as much as possible, and we want to make it easy for them. So these are a few ideas for you to get you started. And don't worry, you don't need to be doing all of this at once. We've kind of built all of this out over the last 3 years. In fact, I recommend just starting with talking to one of your best customers or someone who has the potential to be one of your best customers. They might not have time for you straight away. If you don't have the relationship yet, they might be adverse to a call or they might love it. You don't know until you try it, but you could just drop an email, give them the option of a customer survey as well. Or even if you have something coming up that they can weigh in on a decision of. So for example, if you've got new product ranges coming up, you could put that in the email and say, hey, do you want to vote on which one you think would be best? We've actually built product ranges in this way. We get our retailers really involved. And hey, if you can go and visit them, do. You've got their store opening times. You might as well pop in, introduce yourself. Humans interact with humans, so make sure you build that bond to last. So do let me know in the comments if you've got any questions on this or any ideas. Have you visited a retailer? How did it go? Have you spoken to any of your retailers? I'd really love to know. It's interesting. Every time we've had a call or we have visited one of our retailers, it's not a sales call. We're not trying to pitch new products. We're genuinely trying to get feedback and understand how we can improve. It always ends in a sale. They will always buy product off us after we've had that interaction with them, even though that wasn't the primary aim. So it does work. So I hope you found this video useful. Drop us a like if you did, and make sure you subscribe to get weekly content that will help you thrive on Faire. And I'll see you in the next video.